Full version right now, yeah. You better.
Glad to have you with us from Charlotte, North Carolina, Jerry Richardson Stadium. Another season of EA Sports College Football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Charlotte 49ers.
I have no control.
I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline.
We're just gonna pre-play and that's it.
And the 49ers kickoff period is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go.
Excellent coach mode.
He'll bring it up at Fields. He's brought down to 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. This guy could be big in this He'll try to get his senior soft on the right foot and become one of the top pass catchers in the land. Running inside, it's Scott. They knock him down, but not before he gets out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
Base up. Let's go.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line in their front seven. They register a sack here on only the second play of the game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Hudson. He'll off one deep down the left side.
Good defense.
Hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So the Charlotte 49ers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this guy doubtless will be a huge part of the game plan. He's made a name for himself in this offseason now. He'll have to try to live up to the billing. The run inside. It's Cobb. That is a big win for this defense. They were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that seemed a little off on the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off to the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Rides to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, and a really nice job of the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it all, let the running back do the rest.
Offense lines out for a first and 10 from the 43. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And you've really seen the evolution of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and they'll let the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like so nice to have these tight ends.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Culliver. And he's brought down after a nice game. The 49ers with the first and 10. A run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fire that thing out in a heartbeat, it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on the football.
And he walks it into the score. Touchdown, Charlotte. Precision blocking up front, creating the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow offensive line. That makes those holes and just gets you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off-play action on first down. Fires quickly. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. Work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well. But this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
Caught, and he's got room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Passing game, kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield exposure. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense around your football?
They got three on the last pass. Here comes second and 7. Motion from the back. He makes a stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw a touchdown. Turn that loose deep. And slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First part was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again.
That's a nice punt.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Hopkins. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves out.
Looking to throw on first down. Good timing and quick out. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as his offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in a second. And the 49ers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb.
Nice match.
Make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39, and it's third and short. The give to the single back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it. I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to go on that one. They'll bring up second and 10. To the air, it's Hudson. Tight end finds a soft spot. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Gonna run it. It's Scott. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk over a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Going to work on second down. Red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The sure hand. So Indiana 6. Looking for the time with the extra point.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. By the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the move from inside his 5.
Yeah, we're not doing coach mode. It's kind of boring.
Glad to have you with us from Charlotte, North Carolina, Jerry Richardson Stadium. Today's matchup, a battle of the Old North State, a contest between a pair of teams from the state of North Carolina. The 49ers are headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He'll bring it back from inside the spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put stop to that return at the 22. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. This guy could be big in it when David Dozier. He'll be trying to impact this game and get his senior season off to a great start. Split backs here. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. The play action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Hudson. It's complete on the right side. And he's got it up to the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of bounds after completion. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Let's talk for a second about NC State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation.
Look at that toughness just running through everybody. He puts it in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. That'll be first down. Running inside. It's Scott. Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they got it out of the 33. NC State with the first and 10 here. They'll run play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting the sack, creating some momentum.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's second and 17. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Dropping back, it's Hudson. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. NC State will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. The defense uses the timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a hit. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field, they get on the scoreboard, David, and I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talk about, we got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talk about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
The 49ers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the guy who's going to have to make some plays at wide receiver in this one. It's going to be interesting to see how involved he is in this offense from the very start. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing it in. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide by way too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. All right, guys, let's talk about Sharp. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have. Sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
These are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that. Right back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
The short hand, it's Tucker. First catch of the season with this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a third and 7 to keep the drive alive. Under fire. Hauls it in. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that. And the 49ers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on the offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They're confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Could be an alley. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force them either to kick the field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
They'll try try to open the quarterback, cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Phillips. He's got great speed. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now they're probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, made it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man, it's Hudson. Shoots it to the left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs in his first and goal from the 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Charlotte has the ball back at 49ers offense will return to the field. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown. Now a chance on this drive to even the score.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
On the ground, it's Middleton. Trying to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys like to put their face in the sand and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller, they don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense, being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick, you know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, now go to the air. Fires for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown 49ers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from time in this football game. You trail a little bit in the first half, stay calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they tack on the extra point. So a drive that started just beyond midfield with 49 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Scott. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he avoids the hit and slides into the short game. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw, it's Hudson. Fires to the wide out. Got it in the middle, it's Dozier. What a play there, he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Give all the credit to the offensive line right there. Defense was playing a big zone coverage, and it's going to take these receivers time to find the open spot in the middle of the field. So the offensive line, especially the tackles on the outside, really good job.
Makes the catch and he's free. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, the game comes down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to pound it in. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this moment now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive was to throw. Snap down in the air. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Lost one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with the White taking on the number 11 team, the UCLA Bruins.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they beat him on the ground at the 20. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter with one possession game, hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break in half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Throwing right. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room, couldn't find that. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Creates a little room. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, how about the old toss play, right? QB can't get a ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge.
Got a little grass. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the 49ers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line, and it's Cobb. Snowed under by the defense. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's the junior offensive lineman, and they're counting on him to return to play soon. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll try to do it himself. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
The 49ers are moving quickly down the field. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job of coverage there.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line, it's Boston. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at 37. And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. Trying to get away. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Marking at that 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Has it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The 49ers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Cobb. Nothing doing, and he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Niners.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic.
So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ballgame. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Cullen. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first...
They'll have a 1st down here. Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need to do show up and make that play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did that.
It'll be 3rd and long. On the move. He's in open space downfield. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the 49ers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's when the offense needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking for space. It's Middleton. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I mean, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football, leaving your defense with analytics all the time now, telling you to be aggressive.
Here's a little room there. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. This game will come down to this. A field goal trying to save it. And he got it! They tied the game inside a minute to go in regulation.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that first opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of this foot.
NC State down here to go on that. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets up to the 33-yard line. Now offense will use timeout, 25 seconds left. Looking for a man. It's Hudson. Gets rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that incompletion's okay. Again, what is the goal on this drive? The goal is to get a field goal. I don't need a touchdown. So I need to be able to take advantage of any space that they give me right here so I can make this kick shorter, make my kicker feel comfortable. Because everybody knows we're not trusting a kicker in a big moment to make a long field goal.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw it easy, running out of time. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Slings it downfield. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. So here comes our first play of overtime. Finds a little space. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The 49ers are in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Alexander. Touchdown, Charlotte. They strike first in overtime.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is through, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just refresh everyone's memory. Alternating possessions, starting with the opponent's 20.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, baby.
Yeah, and remember the rule changed a couple of years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And now they've moved into the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Hudson. Oh, they're after him. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap kick. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He caught it. Touchdown, NC State. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torturing this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point was good. Now, first down here in the second overtime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Scott. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Gets it back moving. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. Goes to the option. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Hands it off. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice step.
To the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. They got it in to tie it up here in double overtime, and now the two-pointer will win it.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown now. I gotta go for two. I know the new overtime rules, they changed it years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Looking to throw. Using the quick game. They do not convert, and we are still tied, headed for triple overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. He's looking to throw. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. Defense is going to use your timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. They'll try to pound their way in. And another answer. We're tied again. And let's keep playing, kids. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. They'll try to pass their way down. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game. From the gun, looking for a man. Past the line of scrimmage. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try is a winner in OT.
That was a close, great game. He's gonna keep on playing it.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the double.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games, late ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.